The way they hunt. Visual. Early morning mist over the Tanzanian savanna. Birds calling in the distance. In the heart of northern Tanzania, on the dusty plains near Lake Eyasi, lives one of the last true hunter-gatherer peoples on Earth, the Hadzabe. For them, hunting is not just survival. It is a rhythm, a tradition, and a way to remain connected to the land of their ancestors. Cut to Hadzabe men preparing bows and arrows. At first light, the men of the Hadzabe prepare their weapons. Hand-carved bows and arrows tipped with lethal poison from the desert rose plant. This toxin ensures a swift kill, even for the largest of prey. Walking silently through bush, they move with almost supernatural silence, their eyes scanning the earth for footprints, droppings, or a snapped twig, signs that an animal has passed this way. For hours, they track antelope, warthog, or even baboon, covering distances of up to 15 kilometers without a drop of water. Shooting arrows. When the moment comes, the bowstring is drawn back in complete stillness, then released with deadly precision. The Hadzabe often hunt in small teams, surrounding the prey, exhausting it until the final arrow brings it down. For the Hadzabe, every hunt is a test of skill, endurance, and deep knowledge of the wild. This is a way of life that has changed little for thousands of years, a living echo of humanity's earliest days. Life, lifestyle, and the fast processing of meat. Hadzabe camp, women tending small fires, children laughing. The Hadzabe live simply, in grass huts or under the open sky. They have no herds, no crops, and no permanent settlements. Everything they need comes from the land: wild honey, tubers, berries, and the meat from their hunts, bent a fresh hunt being brought to camp. When the hunters return with their prize, there is no time wasted. In minutes, the animal is laid on the ground, its hide expertly removed with handmade knives of sharpened metal. Meat cutting and sharing. The meat is divided equally. Some pieces go straight to the fire, roasted on simple sticks until the fat crackles. The rest is cut into strips, dried in the sun, or smoked over low fires to preserve it for the coming days. Life rhythm. This quick processing is vital in the African heat, where meat can spoil within hours. For the Hadzabe, it's not just about efficiency. It's about respect for the animal and making sure nothing is wasted. In their lifestyle, every day is dictated by the rising and setting sun. There is no clock, no calendar, only the eternal rhythm of the wild. And in this rhythm, the Hadzabe remain, living much as their ancestors did, thousands of years before the modern world arrived. The last hunter-gatherers of Tanzania. Opening ambience, soft wind, distant bird calls, morning savanna sounds. In the heart of East Africa, where the golden light of dawn touches the dusty earth, lies one of the last great strongholds of humanity's ancient way of life. Here, beyond the tourist trails, in the arid landscapes of northern Tanzania, near the shimmering shores of Lake Eyasi, lives a people who have resisted the pull of the modern world, the Hadzabe. For over 1,000 generations, the Hadzabe have hunted, gathered, and lived in harmony with the wildlands around them. They are one of the last true hunter-gatherer tribes on Earth. Their lives guided not by the ticking of a clock, but by the movement of the sun, the seasons, and the animals they depend upon. Today we walk with them, to see their world through their eyes, to understand their way of hunting, their way of living, and the rapid, skillful way they process the meat that sustains their community. The way they hunt. Bowstring being pulled, footsteps on dry grass. The day begins before the sun fully rises. The air is cool, the grass still wet with dew. A group of Hadzabe men gather near the edge of their temporary camp. There is no grand ceremony, no loud words, only quiet focus. Each man carries a bow, carved from the sturdy branches of local hardwood trees. The arrows are handmade too, straight shafts tipped with sharpened metal or bone. But the most deadly weapon is invisible to the eye. The poison smeared on the arrow tips, extracted from the desert rose plant. Even a grazing wound from this poison can bring down large prey. The hunters speak little. They know every sound, every shadow in this land. Their eyes search for tracks, the faint outline of an antelope's hoof in the dust, the disturbed earth where a warthog rooted for food, the broken twig that tells of movement in the night. They walk in single file, each step placed with care. Silence is their ally, patience, their greatest strength. Hours may pass before the moment comes. The prey may be a graceful impala, a heavy-bodied kudu, or even a fast-moving guinea fowl. When the time is right, the hunters move like wind through the grass. An arrow is drawn, the bowstring pulled tight, and with a soft thwip, it flies. The wounded animal runs. But the Hadzabe are not only hunters, they are trackers. For kilometers, they follow the trail. Droplets of blood, the shape of a hoof print pressed into the earth, a branch brushed by fur. They run in the heat without stopping for water. Their bodies adapted to endurance over countless generations. At last, the animal slows, weakened by the poison. A final arrow is loosed, swift and sure. The hunt is over. The men stand for a moment in silence, offering respect to the life taken. In the Hadzabe way, nothing is wasted. Every part of the animal will serve a purpose. Returning to the camp. Footsteps on dry earth, distant children's voices. The hunters sling the carcass between them and begin the journey back. The sun is now high, the air shimmering with heat. As they approach the camp, the women and children gather to greet them. There is excitement, but also routine, for this is a rhythm the Hadzabe have known for thousands of years. Processing the meat, speed and skill, knife slicing, fire crackling. In the African heat, there is no time to waste. The moment the animal is laid on the ground, skilled hands go to work. The hide is cut away with knives fashioned from scrap metal. Blades sharpened to a fine edge on rough stones. The meat is divided quickly. Some pieces, rich in fat and flavor, go straight onto the fire. No seasoning, no marinades. Only the pure taste of wild game, roasted over open flames. The smell fills the camp, mingling with smoke that drifts into the bright sky. Other cuts are sliced into long strips and hung in the sun, where the heat and dry air will preserve them. Some is smoked over slow-burning fires, ensuring it will last for days. Even the organs are eaten fresh. The liver, heart, and kidneys are considered rich sources of strength. In Hadzabe tradition, wasting any part of the animal is unthinkable. Bones are cracked open for the marrow. Sinews may be dried and twisted into bowstrings, and the hide used for bedding or shelter. Daily life in the wild. Laughter of children, bees buzzing, rustle of leaves. Away from the hunt, the Hadzabe live in temporary shelters. Small dome-shaped huts made from grass and branches, or sometimes just under the open sky. They move often, following the changing seasons and the shifting patterns of wildlife. The women are gatherers. They know the location of edible roots, wild berries, and honey, hidden deep in the hives of tree-dwelling bees. With smoke to calm the bees, they collect the golden sweetness, a prized treat for both children and adults. Children learn by doing, joining hunts, helping to gather, imitating their elders. By the age of 10, many Hadzabe boys can shoot an arrow with deadly accuracy, while girls can identify dozens of edible plants. There is no written language, no farming, no herds of cattle. Instead, there is a deep and intimate knowledge of the land, the kind that comes from living on it, with it, and from it. The rhythm of survival. Night crickets, crackle of fire. As the day fades, the Hadzabe gather around the fire. Stories are told, tales of great hunts, of ancestors, of the animals that share this land. Laughter rises into the night air. There are no clocks here, no deadlines, only the stars above, the warmth of the fire, and the knowledge that tomorrow will bring another hunt, another gathering, another day in the rhythm that has sustained them for millennia. The world beyond their lands moves fast. Cities grow, technology advances, languages disappear. But here, the Hadzabe endure. Their bows and arrows may be simple, but their way of life carries.
không quạt cái xe mà nó thật tuổi rồi tụt tuổi rồi thì đã có bộ các chị to mà thật bài quạt rồi
tôi nghe nè bộ bé thì nó tụi ấy ya mà thêm nữa anh đi hả
ôi tất cả sao theo bé bé mình tôi đi gì mà yêu à
The world beyond their lands moves fast. Cities grow, technology advances, languages disappear. But here, the Hadzabe endure. Their bows and arrows may be simple, but their way of life carries a wisdom older than civilization itself. They remind us of something we have nearly forgotten: that humanity once lived not apart from nature, but as a part of it. Wind through grass, distant call of a night bird. And so, as the firelight dances on their faces, the Hadzabe remain hunters, gatherers, guardians of an ancient way of life. This is not just their story. It is our story too, the story of where we all began.
come le capite Tunggu saya selama
ya ma ba mi tawal
I just know I'm not gonna wear it for myself. So just get two for you, sorry. Just get two for you and then I'll get it.
Laka sisi sukosi makwibi.
Anakwete. Ishina kaka ona chagua nako ona go ukigo kama pe. Eko itako. Oh, eba mtako. Wakati
Teka sasa. Hiyo kwamba kwa.
Cheka hata sia. Kaka hii boko tena.
Waka lase one bebo bone bebe.
Eka chama debe.
ono na tete ono ati bi kwa ono sifanye.
Amana tala tu ono baba. Okay. Osabulu hiyo tutako.
Ono beba tete.
Okay go. No. Ngo. Oh, mukal. Cuma olah tu.
Di ba pipi aku tu cuma cai cai.
Amaten. Cuma kabar.
Nate ama beko.
Ale. Aku amang tu. Tu suatu nampak. No. Kuasa tak siapa nak upas kuah ama.
Ketena aseme. Takwe toko so kwa te. Ete kwa atitia ita. Akwaza ubi sisi uki aham au na kete kwa teta zaza au na wa anakumet.
Sema chaka ono ko isite kama yeye.
Akwaza be ngwangwa ba.
Kwa hiyo kane eba metela kateko kutua. Tena eni yena kumeto hakashazu ana.
Ale ama pa anak ko tiyo.
Atete amana iname. Sumu na kwete. Ngona akaka chukwamta. Ako sasa me. Sema ni na kusema la mimi. Abu ata. Sudah tu supaya ah. Agak ada kaca tak?
Iko bau. Iko tumina bado. Kwete.
Mungkin aku nak iu sikit je awak abek.
Aku nak kamu ni dah.
Laga bawa amunya tul. Kama.
Dari kau ada?
Baik je.
Tanzania man.
Sista tu kwa
Aya, akana anachita.
Wako kwa mabaka. Pale changanya hii ya mambo na kila hii atikwa.
Kuwa bena ibi sababu.
Akachibako liko na
Follow kwa
bai yako apolo kwa ama.
Afwa isabu.
Ala uto. Kutu. Paana kota. Bia gweko.
ya baba.
Amasho lagi di mana kau beet?
Ako. Kaka mchiko chinzu ako. Afuta ko taka ina oh. Ika ukuwa.
Oh, bibata atiko.
Kako tayo nani ya mwako?
Ako chichata vivi ipikwa kwa maana kata uni.
One ema ukuwa. Ende sada kwa Baba, kwa ya chikwa ko ngotangwa la kwi. Laka ebo hako. Ai ko. Ai ko. Thai po de abia kana ko ti. Akani chata ona ko abi ana ko so amana ko ana te aka ka na ba ina mina be tange ima amanina
Kwa una na ika fon wakati
Kana.
ojo
Oh ako ama kanisa malalape. Ay, may ako to,